What's up, Pack Nation? It is Pack here, and this might be the worst roster update I've ever seen because a lot of things are going on, and I want to talk about it in today's video. This is the 8th roster update. Before this video starts, if you've been enjoying these roster updates, be an OG, join the Pack Nation, and subscribe. I post every single one. Now, I'm getting this video started always with the Philadelphia 76ers. We're going to go all the way in the back here first for Joel Embiid. He actually goes +1, and he has been injured for the past couple games, dislocated right shoulder, but he was doing good when he was not injured. When either Ben Simmons was missing, he was shining. When Joel Embiid was missing, Ben Simmons was shining, and I think they're just kind of showing that in the rating. Not only that, now he's tied with the best center in the NBA with Nikola Jokic. Also, now is Al Horford with -1 from an 83 to an 82. I actually agree with this. I feel like he has been underperforming lately. I believe his threes have been even worse than what they're showing. 36% field goal percentage, and I feel like it's been even worse than that lately. But yeah, he's just not producing the same way he was producing with the Celtics. This team already had an important center. It's hard to just throw Al Horford into that mix, and I think that's why he's been struggling. But the biggest upgrade of this roster update, surprisingly in the Philadelphia 76ers, is Shake Milton with +5 from a 72 to a 77. Now why? He's been averaging 4.3 points per game, but the other night he got like 39 points. This dude went nuclear, and that's again because a lot of people have been injured, so he's the one that had to step up really. And if he can keep that up, that's important for this team because they need shooters, and he can do that for them. He needs to do that for them. So +5 for Shake Milton. Now for the Milwaukee Bucks, Eric Bledsoe goes -1. Now I kind of thought that they should have done this in the first place, but it's hard to downgrade anybody on this team because they're winning like a lot, and it's not just because of Giannis. Obviously Giannis is a huge and probably the most important part to this, but everybody else is contributing too, like Chris Middleton and Eric Bledsoe. Without him, it wouldn't be as simple as it is now. Now, Dante DiVincenzo goes +1, joining the 80 overall club for the first time in his career. Really good for him. He's one of those players that does everything, the little things, kind of like the Marcus Smart, but it's just he's a tempo pusher. Like, he's able to get everybody on the same page. He pushes the pace, and he not dictates the offense, but he's able to make things happen because of his effort, and I feel like he's a pretty good defender. With the Chicago Bulls, Zach LaVine goes -1. He's injured for the moment. He goes from an 86 to an 85. I feel like they shouldn't have downgraded him. I feel like he was doing fine, but whatever. But this is the one that's atrocious. Kobe White only goes +1. From a 75 to a 76. He has been fantastic this month, and they only gave him a +1. That is disrespectful. I like Kobe White a lot, and I feel like they should have given him a higher upgrade, in my opinion. Andre Drummond goes -1 for the Cavaliers. He's just been implemented into this team. They don't know how to use him yet. I mean, give him some slack. I'm not going to worry about that right now. He's going to be fine. It's Colin Sexton that does really, really good. +2 for him and 81 overall. I don't know why so many people call this dude a bust. He's been fantastic. Sure, the team is not good, but he has not been the reason for that. And he's young. He's only in his second season, and he's been doing a really good job. Averaging 20.5 points per game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists on his second season ever. He has been way better than people were giving him credit for, and I think that's a great upgrade for him, joining the 80 overall club for the first time in his career. Also, Kevin Porter Jr. goes +1. He had a couple good games, and that's why they gave him an upgrade. Now, this is the pretty controversial one. As you can see, Kemba Walker may be ahead of Jason Tatum, but Jason Tatum has a higher rating than Kemba Walker, meaning that Jason Tatum is the best player on the Celtics according to 2K, above Kemba Walker. Now, when Kemba Walker was injured, Jason Tatum was the one that stepped up, and he's been having himself a ridiculous month. I think he hasn't scored less than 30. Like, he's been amazing. And Kemba Walker's back. Now, Jason Tatum's averaging more points than him. Kemba Walker's obviously averaging more assists than him. I feel like they should be the same rating at the moment, and if Jason Tatum can continue this, then you give Jason Tatum the higher rating, but I'm okay with them making him higher. But I think this is, dang man, Kemba Walker not being the best player on this team. When's the last time that's happened? For the Clippers, only change is, where is he? Marcus Morris goes -1. He's been implemented into a new team. Give him some slack. He just got there. He needs to work with the team, get better with them, and then see how he can fit with the team. Now, the Grizzlies don't get a single upgrade, which is weird because they have been losing, but they just won the last game. They stopped their losing streak, and they're back to 500. But dude, Josh Jackson just had himself a game, and they didn't give any upgrade for him. I feel like they should have given him something. Now for the Hawks, John Collins +2 from an 84 to an 86. That's awesome to see. I hope that he keeps developing so that Trae Young can get as much help as he can, because I think Trae Young can be great and probably make the playoffs next season if John Collins keeps like doing well and Clint Capella finally gets added into the rotation, I think they could be a much better team than what they're showing. Jeff Teague also goes -1. He is not the primary point guard anymore, so his ratings have been going down. For the Miami Heat, Jimmy Jordan goes -1 from an 89 to an 88. Again, this team is more about team basketball more than anything. Jimmy Butler is the best player on the team, but Bam Adebayo is arguably the most important player of the team. So I think the rating doesn't matter too much for Jimmy Butler. As long as he has the highest rating of the team, I'm happy. The player that gets downgraded is Andre Iguodala, -2. Another player that's been added into this team. Ever since he was added to the team has been doing worse. That could just be a coincidence, but yeah, he has not been doing great so far, but he's also missed a lot of basketball. The Charlotte Hornets, Scary Terry goes -1, making Devontae Graham the best player on the team again. They're so similar, at least statistically, and I do think Devontae Graham is a little better, a little more clutch, a little better in the fourth quarter. But still, if they did nothing, I wouldn't have been mad. I'm not mad with this either. It's fine either way. Also, PJ Washington goes -1. He was so good at the start of the season. It sucks that he hasn't been doing as good, but he's also a rookie, so give him time. Now, this is the biggest downgrade of the roster update. Mike Conley from an 81 to a 78. I've seen this coming. Dude, he dropped 8 overalls this year. That's a lot. He's just been bad. Now we're on Bojan Bogdanovic. He actually goes -1 from an 82 to an 81. This team has been losing games lately, and I think that's the only reason why they downgraded him at all. Now with the Kings, the only person that they downgraded was Nemanja Bjelica. And if you're a Kings fan, you're probably pretty upset because they have been winning. They had the best record ever since the All-Star game, and there's been no upgrades for this team at all. In fact, how is De'Aaron Fox not have a single upgrade? Dude's only an 85, and he's been fantastic ever since he came back, and he's been the reason they've been winning. I'm very shocked that they didn't give him any kind of upgrade at all. It's pretty disappointing. My problem goes now with the Knicks. They don't give a single upgrade for the Knicks or downgrade, and RJ Barrett has been playing amazing. He was one of our best players, if not the best player for the past, 2 weeks? He's been fantastic. I'm upset that he didn't even get a +1. If he got a +1, I would have been happy, but they gave him nothing. Now Rondo goes -1. He kind of jumps up and down this season. And then also Kyle Kuzma goes down 2 from an 78 to a 76. He just jumped up to 78 because he was a 76, and then he goes back to 76 in the next roster update. So that just tells you everything you need to know about him. He's been inconsistent, and that shows in the rating. Now for the Orlando Magic, Aaron Gordon goes back to the 80 overall club, +1 for him, and he was also snubbed to the dunk contest. For the Dallas Mavericks, Kristaps Porzingis, every roster update he goes +1. I'm actually really impressed with him. I'm happy for him. He's been doing better and better every game. He's been playing way better than people expected. 20 points a game, 9.4 rebounds, which is a career high for him, 2 blocks, which is a lot, on pretty good field goal percentage and a good 3-point field goal percentage. He's been important to this team, and he's been stepping up every single game better and better. Also, Seth Curry goes +1 from a 79 to an 80. We can't be calling this dude Walmart Curry anymore. He's more like Whole Foods now. Like, he's better. For the Nets, Spencer Dinwiddie goes +1, but this isn't the most important upgrade of this team. It is Karis LeVert goes +2 from a 78 to an 80. And how can you not? This dude dropped a 51 piece the other night. Where did that come from? And I know that he was actually pretty good a couple years ago, but I didn't realize he was averaging 17 points a game this season. Gotta be honest with you. For the Nuggets, Will Barton goes -1. That's the only change for this team, which is surprising because this is the second best team in the West. For the Pacers, Victor Oladipo goes -3 from an 86 to an 83, making Domantas Sabonis the best player on the team for the moment. And that's because Victor Oladipo is injured. He might need a couple more years to get back into that shape that he was in. Also on the team, TJ Warren goes -1 from an 83 to an 82. This team has been losing lately, and that's probably why they gave him a downgrade. Now this is one that I pushed. Zion Williamson from an 84 to an 86, +2, now tied with Brandon Ingram as the best player on the team. I believe this is appropriate. I think this is where his rating should stay for the rest of the year unless he gets better. And yeah, I think he's tied for the best player on this team at the moment. I'm not saying that Brandon Ingram is bad at all. He's awesome, but honestly, so is Zion right now. For the Pistons, the only change is Christian Wood +1 from a 79 to an 80. I feel that he should have even a higher upgrade. I feel like he's been the most consistent scorer on the team for the past couple weeks, in my opinion. For the Raptors, Kyle Lowry goes down 1. As is tradition, he either goes down 1 or up 1 every single roster update for whatever reason.
This is the way.
And then Fred VanVleet goes -1. I believe this is his first downgrade of all season. He's still doing fantastic with 17.6 points per game, 7 assists, almost 4 rebounds, on a very good 3-point field goal percentage of 39%. And 2 steals. That's a lot. Now for the Rockets, I need all of you to sit down before you hear this. They did not upgrade Russell Westbrook. Are you joking, 2K? Are you serious? How? He's been, I gotta be honest, he's been really, really good lately. Even times where he's been better than James Harden this past month. This team has been doing so much better, and it's probably because of him and also D'Antoni changing the system and making it a small ball lineup, but it's also because Russell Westbrook has been thriving very, very much. How do you not give him at least a +1? I don't understand what's going on. Averaging 27.5, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, better efficiency than way better efficiency than last year. I don't know what 2K is thinking. For the Spurs, DeMar DeRozan -1, LaMarcus Aldridge -1, and we deserve it. We have every opportunity to make it to the playoffs, and we have every opportunity to try our best and to succeed, and we just fail over and over and over again. It's like this team doesn't want to win. I don't understand. We have the talent, we have the coaching. There's just zero effort from them, and I have no idea what's going on. But they beat the Hornets with Tim Duncan as coach, so that happened. Also, I'm surprised no Trey Lyles upgrade. He's been pretty good the past couple games. I'm surprised there's been nothing there. Now, all you Devin Booker fans, he got downgraded from an 87 to an 86. People were saying the 87 was too low of a rating, and they downgraded him again, so I'm sure y'all are upset about that. Ricky Rubio goes +1 back in the 80 overall club, while Kelly Oubre goes -1. That's really how it's been going for them. No Thunder upgrade at all. For the Timberwolves, Malik Beasley +2, making him a 78 overall, making him the 3rd best player on the team, which means the team needs more talent. No Blazers upgrade either, which is understandable. I don't really see one. Now for the Warriors, Steph Curry returns, so it's going to be interesting seeing how he works with this team, and hopefully he's good off the jump. Eric Pascal goes back +1 to a 79, and Damian Lillard's been very good. It goes +1 as well. And finally, the Wizards, no upgrade for the Wizards at all, which, yeah, I don't really know anybody that really needs one right now. But that's it for this video, you guys. What do you guys think about this roster update? Is it cheeks? Is it trash or cash? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like my channel, give it a sub, and I'll see you guys next time.